The more I win, the more I fear entering a trade, just because I don't. Just saw an Indian guy with his beautiful Ukrainian girlfriend, and I'm jealous. I'm joking. But damn, bro, got Riz. I don't know how he got it, but man, I wish I would meet someone. Cause damn, bruh. But anyways, I gotta go. Yo, so today was FOMC, and yeah, I lost some trades today. I got off trade that was a banger, but I closed the trade because I was very scared. Here's the trade. It was this right over here. Yeah, after that, I freaking gambled on a buy, countered the trend, entered another one, which is the latest trade that I have, and yeah, down for the day. Broke even after the first loss. Broke even, then re-entered. If I'm being honest, that got to me, and I feel like over trading right now, or I feel like going back and trying to make the loss back, but trying my best to be patient. And I'm also sick. I'm not physically well. After 6 consistent profitable days, I had my first loss today. 2 losses today. The lesson there is that I gotta get used to losing and not let it dictate me. It's not yet, and I hope I won't go back to the being tilted again, because that will be very bad. The fact that I got out of a really freaking nice trade because of fear, and because the fear of being wrong, that made me miss a really big win, which is disappointing, but at the same time it's a lesson learned not to overanalyze things and keep it simple and stick to the analysis that I have. But yeah, right now I'm not on a trade, but I am currently just testing this. I'm not really on this, but I'm just entering that on my demo accounts. Nothing too serious. I'm not on the challenges, of course, or not any of my live, or not on my live, but just a demo account just to see how it goes. But I'm overall bullish for this one. You know what? This is gonna be the start of me documenting my journey after being green for the month, just so I have the accountability of showing what it feels, or showing how things go while pursuing to stay profitable and to stay green. I'll do my best to document this, of course, but no promises, because man, life do get busy sometimes, you know. But yeah, we'll update on the live account, I guess. Answered on a 15-minute break of structure, but so far it's very indecisive, and now I'm doubting whether or not I should have, or maybe stayed off the market. Right as soon as I enter, straight to drawdown, which is freaking crazy. But brother, I don't even know what this is doing. Yeah, took up my position. No, maybe I should buy here, because I think it's a good idea. Maybe. This is so stupid, but I think I might just do it. Freak. Turning bullish, targeting this data high that we never swept. Think we're targeting this? Probably not, but bro, I am so stupid. Jeez. So after the tilt that I had last night, I think I took 2 more trades before I went to sleep, which is crazy. And guess what? Freaking lost like I normally do, and it's disappointing. I made a mistake there for sure, but man, I think the problem that I have, since I'm a break-even trader, I would say, I think, is the more I win, the more I fear entering a trade, just because I don't want to lose I don't want to lose money, and I don't want to lose. Like, I hate losing, but I had to remind myself that losing is normal, and I think I gotta always remind myself that losing is normal and that I can't be scared to lose, because if I do become, or if I let fear dictate the trades that I take, then I don't think I'll be able to become profitable like ever if I do let fear get into me. And so saw two really good setups, one on gold and one on Solana. First is gold trade that I have. Literally, we had the same analysis as last night. It's just I got stopped, unlucky, entered around this area, probably this. Such a bad entry as well. Around this area for sure, but it was such a bad entry. I don't even know what to say, honestly, but it ended up stopping us because I know that, you know, we weren't gonna go down unless we sweep the data high from the FOMC. And so yeah, that's what I've learned. Any red news data wick, that's a high chance of like it going back to it and sweeping the liquidity after we grab the liquidity down here. And so yeah, I entered short right after we reacted off that. I was holding this trade, and I was going to hold the trade until this area, probably even lower, but it was very unrealistic and it looked very bullish, hence why I was very scared. So I just like removed my TP like around this area, just because we were about to make a big push to the upside, which we did. I was gonna go for buys, but then I was very hesitant. I was looking for buys right over here, but then I was like, you know, I'm scared that I might lose again, and so I'm gonna play it safe. But I guess this one is a much more riskier trade than this, just because we were following the trend. Compared to this one, we were countering the trend, but it ended up moving in our favor. I wish I could have closed earlier just so I could secure that 1 to 2, but yeah, it is what it is. Honestly, I could have followed the trend here, would have been much better, but yeah, we failed to break this low, invalidating sellers. If it did, it would have been a different story, and I could have, you know, I could have held a little longer. Yeah, it's always fear that prevents me from holding more and stuff, but with this one I was sure that we were going higher just because of trend that it was making, the new highs, the new higher lows. Second trade was Solana. I was aiming for this level right over here, but yeah, like I said, fear again, very fearful that it might reverse on me, hence why I didn't, man. Yeah, I mean, setup, obviously we were making lower lows and higher time frame. We looked like it was wanting to go down. This might go lower up to this lows right over here, because previously it failed to break any lower, and so the reason why I closed it early on this area, on this fair value gap right over here, is because we could potentially go higher, making a higher low. But then I guess it did not end up going higher, but instead kept dumping, which is fine as well. But yeah, personally, I was very happy with my entry and take profit, just because I'm break even for the day. But yeah, really, it's the fear that's getting into me, into becoming the profitable trader that I want to be. And obviously, I still have to work on my psychology and caring less about the money and the outcome, instead of focusing on the setups itself and taking those setups and not being hesitant. Yeah, I know that there's times when you have to be hesitant, especially if the market is very indecisive, and if we're in a consolidation. I think that's when I need to be more hesitant about entering. But this was a really nice trade, just because we broke and the volume was crazy and we just kept dumping during New York session. It still is dumping, but yeah, that is probably it. That's probably everything that I have done today. I'm feeling better than last night, but yeah. Guess what, guys? Frick, dude, this is